everybody, it's Jen here, also known as ScrapsbyJen on YouTube. This is my first video for the Crafty Maven Getaway and I'm super excited to be here today. I showed you my inspiration piece right at the beginning there, and you can also see that it's pinned on the top of the Facebook group, which I'm going to link below. This inspiration piece for this week is so fun. It was like a really fun birthday party. There's a table with a black and white stripe. There's lots of polka dots and confetti hanging in the background. There's some teal like cake plates and stands with stuff on top of them, and then there's like a big gold bee in the middle. And so honestly, I pulled out lots of paper as I'm showing you there, and I had lots of ideas, and I changed my ideas several times on how I wanted to use this inspiration piece. And then I decided that I liked it so much, I wanted to use it pretty literally. So I started out, as I showed you there while I was talking, I showed you all my scraps, and then I had several black and white pieces, and I ended up going with this diagonal stripe. Yeah, that was it's a bit of more of an off-white rather than white, but I actually like how that contrasts with my white cardstock background. The next thing I wanted to do was I liked all those cake stands and the teal color of them. So what I did is I kind of grounded my layout with this piece of teal on the bottom, and I just ripped it using my ruler just to give it a little bit more texture. And then I wanted to put my photos on top of that sort of table. And so right now I'm just deciding how I wanted to mat them, and I wanted to bring in some of the pink from the inspiration piece, but it just looked a bit too stark going straight on the pink because my photos, I'm wearing shirts, and I'll explain that in a minute, and they're all different colors. And so what I did is I found another piece of black and white, but this one is more of the cream with small black polka dots, and I just like how that looked, and it just kind of brought all the photos together before I put it on the pink. I ended up using a bit of a stronger pink than was in the photo, just because I liked how that worked, and because in my photos I'm wearing sort of maybe stronger colors than there is in the inspiration piece. So I just decided to use those tones, but to work with them just a little bit. So what I'm doing now is I had these gold dots in my stash, and they're adhesive. They're like, and they were on this plastic backing. So I'm just cutting them all apart and sprinkling them around. And what I wanted to do, as I said, was kind of really literally use this inspiration piece and scatter confetti around just like there was in there. So what I did is off camera, I took all those scraps that I had showed you at the beginning, and I used two different sizes of punches so that they were also different size than those gold glittery dots that I had, and cut out a whole bunch of pieces. So I'm going to change this part around a little bit, and but I also cut out my title from this gold POW paper, glittery paper. Yeah, because in the inspiration piece there's that really large bee, and so I wanted to also mimic that. So this layout is for National Scrapbook Day, and that's the NSD here. And what I did here is I went away, and I was struggling a bit with having those circles be all pink, because I felt on the bottom on that teal paper it wasn't working for me. So I just switched it up, and I changed those ones to pink, and then I did the large circles on the top, the teal, with the hot pink that I'm using on the bottom. And then on the bottom, instead of using teal on teal, I actually just cut out a few black circles. And so that's how I made it work for me. And in the inspiration piece there actually is black confetti, so I kind of felt like I was using all the elements there. I did also ink the edges of all of these except for those gold glittery ones, just to make them stand out a little bit more from the page. And I'm using a small foam square on the smallest punch circle as well, just to give some dimension. And what I'm doing here is I haven't put down all of the confetti bits on the top. I wanted to get this title down in the middle before I got going there. And then my plan was to use some gold alpha stickers underneath to spell out National Scrapbook Day. When I go to do that, I discover I don't have any small ones, so I end up having to write it in with gold pen, and then I'm going to draw some lines above it and put my journaling on top. So this is quite a different layout for me in how I would typically do it. I would more typically put my photos on the top and my journaling on the bottom and my title underneath. Sorry for my head, I'm trying to get that really lined up really well. So you get my hair there. I'm using the grid on my mat. So now that I've done that, I've gone away and I have stuck down all that confetti, and I have also sprinkled with black and gold color shine. Sorry that I missed doing that on camera, but yeah, it was pretty boring anyways, and I had to let it dry for a super long time, so I just thought I would come back and just show you how it looks. So here you can see I'm drawing in, or writing in, sorry, my National Scrapbook Day with my gold pen. That's an American Crafts pen. And I'm just writing that underneath, and then I'm going to draw some lines on the top. So I'm using the grid on my mat, and I like how this turned out. I just wish I had gone and left a bit more space in between my first line that I'm drawing right here and my title. So if I could have made any changes to this layout, that would have just been the one thing that I did. But otherwise, I'm really happy with how this layout turned out. I really like how there's all the different types of confetti. There's paper, there's glitter. So, you know, some of them are up on a foam square, some of them are mist. And I also, in the very, very end here, after I'm finished doing this, I'm going to pull out some enamel dots and just put one on each one of these sort of clusters of confetti as well. So you can see right there, that first, or the last line, I guess, but the first line I drew is really close to my title. I wish I hadn't gone quite that close, but I'm still happy with how it turned out. So really quick story of these photos. On National Scrapbook Day, as you guys probably know, there's lots of online crops and challenges. At the Victoria Marie group, Victoria had posted a photo of her wearing a scrapbook shirt, and she had, you know, given us the thumbs up and a smile. So I thought it would be funny to do the same. And then I realized I have quite a few shirts from over the years of being at crops. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I took a picture of myself doing the thumbs up, and so I wanted to scrapbook that because I thought they were funny photos. So each one of those is a scrapbooking shirt that says something different that I posted on the group and on other groups during that day. So this is my enamel dot stash. If anybody is a regular watcher on my channel, you would have heard me complain not that long ago that I felt like I was getting low. I actually ended up buying some more recently, and so not low anymore, but I got actually a really cool deal on an enamel dot pack that gave me quite a few, which is really exciting because I find here in Canada these can be super duper expensive. But anyways, I end up using some light tealy blue ones on the 3 bottom clusters, and then on the top clusters I end up using little black hearts, and the only reason they end up being hearts is because I could not find any black, just regular enamel dots, and I just felt the black worked the best. I tried a pink and I just didn't like it as much. So this is the very last bit. I hope that you will come and join us over at our Facebook group. See the link below, and please play along. You can use the inspiration piece yourself. You can play along with any one of the videos that you see this week. There's lots of different creations, and each day has a different theme. So today's theme is Free Flow Wednesday, and so that means we just go with the flow and do what works, and we're not following anything in particular. So we're not using a sketch, we're not doing anything like that. So I just went with it and used the inspiration piece, how it spoke to me the best, and that's how I interpreted it for this Wednesday. So I hope to see you guys there. Please feel free to leave me comments, questions, whatever you would like below, and I really hope that you enjoy. So coming up are some close-ups of my layout, and I will see you guys again next month when I'm back on the Crafty Maven Getaway. Thank you. Bye.